Hello guys, so I've been meaning to cover this topic for the longest because it was confusing me. All the tutorials were confusing me. They always were using C only as an example. It was just a mess. So now that I understand it, I just want to explain it to you the way I would have liked or loved someone to explain it to me. And I'll give you the essentials and what you need to kind of get the concept of modes, which are essentially just a scale. Just like you have major scale, minor scale, you have modes. Scales are consist of specific notes. And yeah, let's dive straight into it. So the first thing you need to know absolutely is all your major scales. Like, it's absolutely vital to know them like your ABCs, right? So I have videos on major scales and all keys, but let's play it quickly just as a regroup, right? So C sharp, D, E flat, sorry, E, F, F sharp, G, A flat, A, B flat, B, and then back to the C, right? So once you know this, you absolutely know your degree or number system. As you know, every major scale has a degree or number system, and it basically essentially means that every note, right, in the scale is associated to a number, and it runs in order from 1 to 7, right? So for example, your C will be 1, your D will be 2, your 3 will be E, your F will be 4, your G will be 5, your 6 will be A, your B will be 7, and then your C octave. So let's say if I want to know the number system in, let's say, F, you're just playing your major scale. Your F will be 1 because it's the first note. Your G will be 2 because it's the second note. Your 3 will be A because it's your third note. Your 4 will be B flat because it's your fourth note. Your C will be 5 because it's your fifth. Your sixth will be D because it's your sixth, obviously your sixth note. And then 7 is E, and then back to the octave. Okay? Let's take the last example, but it applies to all the keys. So let's say if we're in D major, your 1 will be D, 2 E, F sharp 3, G is 4, 5 is A, B is 6, your 7 is your C sharp, and then back to the octave, okay? So now that you know these two absolutely essential things, I want you to do me a favor. Take a pen and a paper and write these down. I'm going to put it in the screen as well so you can take your time writing. So I want you to write Ionian 1, Dorian 2, Phrygian 3, Lydian 4, mixolydian 5, aeolian 6, and locrian 7. Okay? Make sure you memorize this absolutely like your name, right? So now that you have the note on the side with all your numbers linked to the modes, so Ionian 1, Dorian 2, Phrygian 3, Lydian 4, Mixolydian 5, Aeolian 6, Locrian 7, let's apply it to the keys, right? And how to identify them. Right, so let's say someone asks me, hey, can you play the E Dorian scale for me? The first thing you have to think is, okay, Dorian, what number is Dorian linked to? Dorian is linked to number 2, okay? The second thought is, if it's linked to number 2 and I want to play E Dorian, E has to be the 2 of something or the second degree of something, right? So think about all your major scales and think, what is the key that makes the note E 2 or the second degree? Remembering the things that we went through at the beginning of the video, is going to be D. Why? Because in D major scale, D is the 1, E is the 2, right? And 2 is also the number that is linked to the Dorian, okay, mode. So all I have to do now that I know that D is what makes the E the second degree, all I'm doing is playing the D major scale, but I'm just starting from the second degree, so E, okay, or from the 2. We can call it second degree or 2, it's fine, it's all the same. So how would I play that? Simply playing the D, but I'm starting from E, so all the way to the top or to the next octave. So that is literally it. So I've played the D major scale, but I just started from 2, or I just started from its second degree. And that's it. Let's take other examples, just so, and in other keys, just so you can grasp the concept, because I feel like if I show you in just one key, or I show you just in C, you still might be a bit confused, right? So we took Dorian. Let's take Phrygian, for example. Let's say I want to play E flat Phrygian, right? E flat Phrygian. So Phrygian is linked to what number? That is correct, number 3. So my E flat has to be the 3 or the 3rd degree of something, okay? So now we have to determine what is the key that makes E flat the 3rd degree or the 3. I'll let you think about it. You guessed it right, it's B. Why? Because in the B major scale, your B is 1, your C sharp is 2, your E flat is 3, your E is 4, your 5 is F sharp, your 6 is G sharp, your 7 is A sharp or B flat, and then your octave obviously is B. So the 3rd degree or the 3 of B is E flat. Okay, so how do I play E Phrygian? Simple. I'm just playing the B, but I'm starting from E flat, okay? Because it's the 3rd degree, and the 3rd degree is what makes a Phrygian scale, basically. Okay, so that is your Phrygian scale. I just played the B major scale, but I just simply started from the E flat. Simple, right? Let's take some other more examples. I'll take like 2 or 3, and then you can try to work it out by yourself. But I think once you grasp the degree or the number system concept and you know all your major scale, it's going to be so quick and easy. So if someone says, oh, can you play the mixolydian, right? So mixolydian is linked to the number 5. So your D will be a 5. Now we have to find out what is the key that makes the D a 5 or the 5th degree. You guessed it right, it's G. So now that we know the key, which is G, all we have to do is play the G major scale, but we're just starting from D, okay? So, and that's your D mixolydian, right? Because your D is your 5, which is the 5 of G, okay? So let's stay in this D, and I'm just gonna wrap it up with this. Let's say now we just want to use D for different modes. So let's say if I want to play D ionian is linked to 1, so your D is 1. What is the key that makes D 1? D. So I'm just playing the D major scale. Okay, if we want to play the Dorian, what is the key that makes D the 2nd degree or D number 2? Is C, right? Because you have C, 1, D, 2, 3, etc. So all I'm doing is playing the major scale, but I'm starting from the D, the 2. Okay, so let's say we want to play D Phrygian. So D Phrygian, still D. What is the key that makes D a number 3 or the 3rd degree? Is B flat, right? Because you have B flats, 1, C, 2, 3 is D, 4, etc., etc. So all I'm doing is I'm playing the B flat major scale, but I'm starting from its 3rd degree, okay, which is D. And 3 is what's linked to the Dorian mode or scale. and that's your D phrygian. So same thing. Let's say we want to play D lydian this time. What is the key that makes D the 4th degree? Because lydian is linked to 4, right? What is the key that makes the D a number 4 or the 4th degree? You got it right. It's A. Because A is 1, B 2, 3 is C sharp, and then D is your 4th degree. So all we have to do now is play the A major, but we're starting from the 4th degree, okay? Which is D. All right. Should we do the other one? Yeah, let's do the other one. So let's say we want to play D mixolydian. I think we did it earlier on, yeah. So I'm gonna skip it and go to D aeolian, right? What is the key that makes D a 6 or a 6th degree, right? Because we know aeolian is linked to number 6. It's F, right? Because you have F1, G2, 3, A, 4 is B flat, 5 is C, and then your 6 is D. So now that we know what key determines, makes the D a 6th degree, all we have to do is play that key, but we're just gonna start on the D. We're just gonna play the major scale, which is, right? And that's literally your aeolian mode, starting on D, which is the 6th degree of F. So let's take the last one, okay? The last one is locrian. So let's say we want to play D locrian this time. What is the key that makes the D a number 7 or the 7th degree of its scale? I'll let you think about it. That is correct. It's E flat, right? Because it's E1, F2, G is 3, G sharp 4, B flat is 5, and then your C is 6, and then your 7th degree is D, or your 7. Okay, so now that we know that E flat is what makes D the 7th degree or 7th note of its scale, we're just gonna play the major scale of E flat, but we're starting on D, okay? I really hope that makes sense to you, and that's why I took the same notes and applied different modes to it so we could discover it together, yeah? So what you can do from now onwards is absolutely memorize all your major scale, absolutely know all your degrees or your number system, your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in your major scale. Absolutely memorize what number is associated to what mode. So your 1 ionian, 2 dorian, 3 phrygian, 4 lydian, 5 mixolydian, 6 aeolian, 7 locrian. And at that point, you can pick any note on the keyboard and ask yourself, what key makes this note what degree? And then once you determine that key, you're literally gonna play that key, but you're starting from that note in question. I hope that makes sense. I will put your requirements, what you absolutely need to know, in the description. No, actually in the comment section, and I'll pin it. And just, yeah, good luck with it. Hopefully it was useful to some of you guys. If not, there are as the thousands and millions of tutorials, so I'm sure eventually you're gonna get it. All right, thank you. See you in the next tutorial.